Well, YouTube, there's some more things for you all to look at and absorb. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. And not funny hysterically. Funny weird. So Brian set up that fight with John Ralph to manipulate his family into hating me. Hmm. I just wonder the stories that they have been told and believed. That's okay. That's on you all. It ain't on me. Really, Brian. My mom takes everything from you and gives to her kids, does she? Like what? What has my mom ever taken from you and given to any one of us? Please enlighten me. Are you talking about all the furniture you got when you got out of jail and didn't have a place to live? Mom didn't trust you in her home, so they bought a shed just for you. Who furnished it? Me. Even down to your TV. Made sure you had a flat screen. Imagine that. After you had threatened to shoot my kids, robbed my house, tried to make it look like it was a drug deal going on, when really it was just a drug addict nephew trying to steal something to make money. Is that what you tried to make the John incident look like that you set up? Oh, don't even try it, buddy. See, you guys were running your mouth through text message. I've got it all from both of you. And I see why John gets away with what he does. John Ralph. Yeah, we got to keep this straight because there's a lot of Johns, isn't there? I still 100% believe you too had something to do with John's dad's death. Yes, I do. Remember, in school, they said you needed to be in a mental home because you were going to turn out to be a serial killer. That's what they said about you. So you use this, you have this nose up in the air attitude about you where you try to manipulate people into doing shit for you. And I know you do. You try it. You've tried it with me. You've tried it with Jeanette and Willie. You've tried it with Pop. You get away with it with Pop. You've tried it with my mom. You know she wasn't having that. So you come here out of jail after you had robbed people because you were doing heroin. Then you try to bring other drugs on this property. Then you tried to park a vehicle here after it ran from the police because another drug addict family member was passed out in a parking lot and ran from police. Hmm, that's hilarious. So this guy is running around with unregistered weapons on probation, has a kid that has cerebral palsy because him and his wife couldn't stop doing drugs or being abusive to each other. Pretty funny my kids didn't have any of that shit. Yeah, Tiff knew I would turn her into the fucking police if I found out she was doing anything that would hurt those kids while she was pregnant. She fucking knew it. I told her right to her face. Because I told her, I know you sneak behind my back and you do shit you're not supposed to fucking do. But I promise you, I find out you're doing anything while you're pregnant, I will put your ass in jail. Yep, my foot was already in that trap. I was already in it. Imagine that. Every time somebody fucking tries to act like, oh, I care about you so much that I'm just not gonna let you slip through my fingers. It's a bunch of bullshit. Yvonne was that way. Jen was acting like that. Bethany acted like that. And Tiffany. Boy, maybe I missed that cue. They don't really like you. They just want to use you. You're sweet, you're nice, you're loyal. Yeah, they're gonna use the fuck out of you. Thanks a lot, Mom. Didn't teach me that, did you? I can't really blame her. And that's me giving my mom benefit of the doubt. She was a hardworking mom. Maybe she just didn't think of that one. I don't know. And maybe I should have learned my lesson the first time, but I thought it was a new person. That I shouldn't hold what my exes did against them. Maybe I should have, because these bitches did the same shit. A little bit different details, but basically same lines, same stuff the other ones did. Crazy shit. Don't want to accept accountability? Put it on David. I mean, damn. I've gotten that from my family my whole life. David did it. 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 They still do it to this day. I'm not kidding. Now it's a family joke. My niece blamed something on me the other day when we were sitting in front of my mom, and I was like, "Yep, we can tell you're a part of this family." Everybody started laughing. It's like, you motherfuckers know they blame me for their shit. Oh, Brian, when he was a little kid and his dad lived with us in the trailer park, he decided to mess with his dad while he was sleeping. He lit a match and dropped it on his face. When his dad woke up, he said David did it. So I get pulled up out of my bed while I'm sleeping to some angry ass man with a big ass burn on his face. I have no clue what the fuck's going on. I found out. Oh yeah, after that I pranked him with shaving cream. Not no match. I wouldn't hurt you, dude. Damn. But yeah, after you did that, you're fucking right. I'm pranking you now. Oh, well, I got him good. Yeah, shaving cream and a feather. That motherfucker was covered. I'm gonna prank you. I ain't gonna hurt you. At least not seriously. I'm not gonna drop lit things on your face. Holy shit. Wow. And people think it's a joke. Oh, that's just a younger sibling just trying to get out of trouble. No, bitch. That's what they used as their cover. Shut up. I really didn't do the shit that they said I did. I've proven it. Yeah, they've told on themselves and laughed about it later. So, yeah, it's there. Fuckers. That's what I mean. With goofy stuff, yeah, normal sibling stuff. But when it comes to something serious and they do it, that's different, right? Right. There's that line I was talking about. Yes, I understand the difference between just being siblings and going over the line. And that, they definitely went over the line. That is why I don't talk to them. I am not the problem. They just, they have to manipulate like that. Must be a lot of work keeping all these lies going and manipulating everybody. Of course not now. Before, God was warning us. Now he's not. That should be a sign to you. Yeah, the devil's people are being rewarded. Why? Because that same manipulation y'all are using is being used on you. Imagine that. Here comes that karma. Like I said, it's a coming. Do you ever think that maybe that's why everything seems like you're getting your way and everything's so great? It's going to be a harder fall when you hit the bottom. Yeah, but whatever. Your methods work, right? Lying and stealing does work until you get caught. Then your whole life's ruined. That's why you don't do that. You can get away with it for a while, but eventually it's going to catch you. And you all know it. You all say it yourselves to other people all the time, even your kids. You forget that you apply to that too? I bet you do. Yeah, going through all this, I'm going through a fucking roller coaster of shit, but I'm keeping my eye on what is important and what matters, which is those kids. They're not here. You should let it go. No, they are survived by me. I will pursue everything just like they would want it done if they were here. And yes, they would. I am their father. I know exactly what they would want. And no, I'm not biting into this fantasy that all women are correct and she's innocent because there's too much stuff that says she's not. And like I said, there is too much stuff that points right to her, her mother, and David. The text messages I got from my son just before everything went down, the video I seen, the fact that my kids put it on a video, including David, before it ever went down. Not once, multiple times. Why was nothing done? Because they didn't believe it and they were focused on trying to attack me. Obviously, I was the distraction so they could get away with what they were doing. Every time I spoke about what was going on, it was taken as I was delusional. Really? If I'm so delusional, what's everybody got to say now? They're gone. Just like the video said, she messed with everything before and after, just like the video said. I mean, really? How more plainly do they have to put it? Do they have to say every little detail she was going to do before you're like, oh, that was right? They just said, Mom and Nana are going to put us in a dangerous situation to get you in trouble and they're going to manipulate your family and friends before and after. What happened? Before and after manipulation, family and friends took reputation. They were fighting for that reputation. She was pissed that I was back doing flooring for a store and not for myself because she had already fucked that up. Then she made friends with the dude that I was working for at the store and got to him. Oh, yeah? Her best friends were his neighbor. The ones that were helping her to hide money and to try and mess with me. I'm pretty sure the husband was part of Tiffany's family, Eastridge, because he said his son was Marky Eastridge Sr. So he is Marky Eastridge, or his son was Marky Eastridge Jr., which I know I've had my run ins with that one. That dude is fucking hurt. But apparently, this guy claimed to be his dad. They lived in Stony Chase Trailer Park, right at the top of the hill from Tiffany's mother. Where did the guy that we were working at the store? He lived directly across the street and were their friends. Tiffany was his weed dealer. He told me, yeah, my dealer, her dad's got cancer and she goes and gets it from NCW for him. I said, really? That's funny because my ex does that. Oh, we don't talk about personal stuff. You just talked about personal stuff. You talked about being a drag queen, motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Then you try and stretch a room without stapling the fuck. It's got a stair nose all the way across the length of the one side of the room. And he puts in everything else and then never staples the nose. You jackass. You are to put that nose in first after you pull your stretch through the hallway. You put that nose in and then you stretch to your straight wall. A duh. Every fucking installer knows that. But no, of course, this jackass does it backwards and tries to act like he's the greatest. This is what I mean. I don't know how these dudes got a fucking clientele list and I don't. Because I'm a small Irishman that you guys try to push the fuck around. And then when you get your ass beat by me, you want to sit here and be like, oh, he's crazy. Yeah. Stop fucking with me. You know, in Pennsylvania, that wouldn't fly, right? Yeah, it's a stand your ground state. It's not this pussy ass Democratic fucking bullshit that Maryland tries to pull. They found out they could make money in court cases off both sides, so why not? That's why they did that shit. Trying to lay down the law that they are the boss and you can't do nothing. You can squawk, but you can't touch each other. If he hits me, he's getting his ass whooped. If he attacks my fucking business, he's getting his ass whooped. That's attacking my life without touching me. I don't give a fuck what you say. There's a reason for that Second Amendment, and it ain't just for the government. You have the right to preserve your way of life as long as you are not hurting anybody else. As in, if I'm running my business, providing a service, and I have people attacking it, physically or verbally, you can leave them out there, yes, but once they start trying to manipulate and tear it apart, what are you to do? They're doing it silently. They're not doing it in the open. It's going to be harder to prove than they know it. You got to handle things yourself. The law is not there for you. It just pretends to be. It is there for itself. All it cares about is the money it pulls in. Whichever side pays more money, that's the one that's right. Why do you think the state mainly wins? Because they're the ones that put up the most money. And it's yours. And then they get what they want. Then when people read it on paper, oh, well, that's what a judge said. Yeah. The judge said a dude was convicted of sexual assault and spent 25 years of his life in jail. all because of a girl being jealous of his sister's dress. But yeah, a judge decided that. There you go. Well, that's only one. No, there's tons. And not just sexual assaults on women either. Against police, against judges, against lawyers, against businesses. Shut up. And I'll tell you this right now. I don't know how the fuck this happened, but I was told by a master by taking my daughter away from a drug dealer because supposedly she had a bond with this drug dealer. Just from what these two girls told him, even though she didn't have a bond with that drug dealer. That it would be considered mental injury on my daughter. Okay? Now, he didn't put any mental injury on my daughter, even though he heard and confirmed everything that I had told him about what she was doing to her. There you go. See that silent shift right there? I'm getting blamed for it when I'm trying to protect her. But this bitch can put her through whatever, and it's not considered that, even though every fucking bit of what she put her through was exactly that. How does what she did get put on me for protecting her? See that flip? Right. I was yelling at him up one side and down the other. And that's when Jen's aunt, Rocky, said, "You got her. Calm down." I looked at Jen's aunt and I said, "I know I've got her. That's not the point. He's trying to give a drug dealer visitation to my daughter and tell me if I don't do it, it's considered mental abuse on my daughter." What? Are you fucking stupid? She's getting mentally abused right now by being in her presence. Are we fucking retarded? That was Jen's aunt that said that. You know, Jen's side that came there under her bullshit manipulation. He's just trying to take my daughter. No, I'm trying to keep her safe and put your ass where you can get some fucking help. That way you can actually have a life with your daughter. But did you do that? No. You tried to play to everybody that I was the one with a problem, and you were just some innocent girl being attacked, trying to make it in life. You're a lazy bitch. You had job after job. You fucking were lazy. That's why you got fired. You would mess with male coworkers. People would tell me all the fucking time, "Do you really think they're not going to show me what you're doing? There are video cameras." What is these people? You think Jeannie wasn't my friend? I've known Jeannie for years. How do you think you got the job there? Did you forget that? You don't think they're going to tell me? And you don't think I have eyes and seen what James was doing right in front of my face? And you were playing right along with it. You're pregnant with my child. Supposedly, madly in love with me. To the point where you did all this crazy shit to become pregnant. And you're going to do that? What about Chris at Big Kmart? What about the bullshit fucking story you told your coworker when you wouldn't accept cigarettes from me that I smoked? You wanted your own special ones. I go and get them for you with my own goddamn money and brought you flowers. And you're telling this bitch that you gave me money and if I don't get my ass there, you're gonna beat me up. What? Then you chase me down, apologize. You get your way, you come to this date that we were gonna have at this party, and then you fucking you flash my family multiple times. You flirt with my brother and my cousin. What? I mean, heavily. I'm not talking about just innocent little no. Boobs all in their face, fucking rubbing your butt on them in a fucking bikini. And I'm over here like, what the fuck? Then when I tell you to call a ride and go home, you lie to me, tell me your parents are fighting, you're locked out of the house, you have nowhere to go. Of course I'm going to be like, okay, sleep on the couch. I'll take you home in the morning. And I wasn't even that rude. I said, you can have my bed or you can have the couch. She picked the couch. Got her blanket, pillow, told her I'd see her in the morning. Be ready. Huh. Should never fucking done that. Of course. Nah, I'm a dude. That's a lie. No, the fuck it's not. Did you ever pay that $650 phone bill that you rung up? No. I did. I even told you before you walk out there. This phone is expensive. Do not be on it that long. Get a ride and go home. You were out there for fucking hours. What, you got opposite defiance disorder? Maybe from banging your fucking head into doors to get attention, right? You did it when you were a kid. You fucking did it with me. You did it with the boy that you said pulled a knife on you when in reality, you were the one threatening him with a knife all over sex. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, that's in the police report that his parents have. Yep, Racing School Road. Yeah, I ain't saying all the others. You know damn well because you were with me when I confronted him. Then I took you to your dad's and dropped you the fuck off. Why are you here? Oh, me and David got in a fight. We didn't get in no damn fight. You lying ass. You lied to me. Rick, where was the bruises, man? She said I beat her up. Where? Bullshit, dude. You know how strong I am. You know it. I laid your whole apartment by myself. Really? Yeah, 3 bedroom apartment. But I only did the living room and the 1 bedroom in the front. So not all the other 2 bedrooms I didn't do, and the kitchen had hard goods, and the dining room had hard goods, so he was good there. But yeah, it was a big ass living room and a bedroom in the back. I think that was Sean's old room. But whatever, I did that for the company I worked for because he worked for that company too, but he worked for the other store, and they own that apartment. So they sent me up there to do the carpet because Dave Heffron didn't show up that day. So I went out and did our job, and then when I got back, they had me go up and do that. And of course, it had a rip in it. I had to repair it because whoever dropped it off ripped it. So I repaired it. Couldn't even tell it was there. Fucking people. Gosh, dude. Then if I talk about how I've fought and I've done these things, people think I'm lying. Then they want to sit here and trash me. Just because you don't believe it doesn't mean it didn't happen. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, my Uncle John will tell you. I got paid $200 because these two bodybuilders, and if they see this, they'll know who I'm talking about. Darren and Bruce. They couldn't take this big roll off the back of a truck. There's a couple of them. and it was for a retirement home in Chesapeake City. They were both trying their damnedest to get this off there, even with a dolly under it, and they couldn't get it. And I'm laughing. And they're like, "What?" I said, "I can get that off there." And they're laughing and, telling me I'm too small and pushing me away and all this shit. And I said, "Darren, Bruce, I can get that off there. Get out of my way." "Oh, yeah? If you can get it, I bet you $200 you can't get that off there." I said, "All right." In less than 3 minutes, up and off the truck on the ground. Bam. Both of them. $200. 15 by 44. Action back. 80-ounce carpet. Yeah, that means 80 ounces per square foot. Do the math. Yes. I am the fork truck. No, I can't hold that motherfucker as long as that thing can, but I damn sure can do a lot more with it than these boys could. So, and both of them were twice my size in height and in so-called bulk. You can't fucking touch the center of your back. You can't pull that carpet off, but you're so strong. Obviously not. I had to fight a dude named Robert in a bar because he tried to hide in a bar and not pay me. That was one of my uncle's friends. These guys, they tried to rip me off, and I wouldn't do work for them anymore. Yeah, I laid a room of carpet. I gave them a price. They tried to tell me that they only pay this much, and because I'm friends with them and are their friends with my uncle, blah blah blah, that this, that, and the other. I said, no, I'm doing it for this, and that's what I want paid. Well, when they paid me what they wanted, not what I asked for. Not only did I do the carpet, but I also laid the laminate that was in the living room and kitchen that they were supposed to be laying. And of course, Bruce tries to say, well, I helped you carry in that carpet. And I looked at him like he was fucking stupid. I said, that was a 12 by 20. So light. You backed the van up to the fence and you were worried that it was going to get snagged on the fence. So you grabbed it. I told you, don't touch it. I've got this. I didn't even pick it up out of the van yet. As soon as I started maneuvering it to get it to where I wanted it, you started grabbing a hold of it, running your mouth. I didn't ask for your help. I told you to leave it the fuck alone. I wasn't struggling with nothing. Your dumbass doesn't know how to park a van. Wonder if you did that on purpose just so you can say, oh, you needed, I didn't need your help for nothing. You fucking know it. You were the one there when I pulled the fucking two big ones off and maneuvered them myself. What the fuck I need you for? What I need you to do is learn how to park a fucking van. Dumbass. Gonna have a chain link fence in the driveway and you're gonna back right up to it, you stupid fuck. Got a whole fucking side street there where nobody's on. Yeah, you ain't gonna park on that, or at least pull a little bit forward so you have room. That's what I told you to come out there for. Move the fucking van forward so we can get it out, you dipshit. I hate people that do that. can't fucking stand them. I want to hit them. Temper, whatever. They know better. They're not stupid. They've been in this trade. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, how the fuck are you gonna be in this trade longer than me and then block your material from getting out of the van? Really? Wow. Fucking dumb. I did. I folded that bitch right in half, put it on my shoulder, took it right in the house, rolled it out, did my little seam that in the closet because it had a wall with like two little closet doors, but it was open behind that little wall. So you had to cut it, wrap it around, and then put a seam in the closet to reattach it. And he tried telling me, "Oh, well, I didn't even check your seam." Yes, you did, motherfucker. You two were all over that seam. Couldn't find nothing wrong with it. Shut the hell up. Stop making excuses and give me my fucking money. Pretty funny you're over there getting paid. You ain't getting excuses. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I mean. They thought because I was small and capable, they'd just wait until I was done the job and then try to fuck me over. Didn't work out too well, did it? No. I don't want to hear anybody's bullshit. I got mad at my first insurance company that my uncle took me to get my insurance when I started my business. And they were like, I don't think we can give you insurance. I said, why is that? And they said, well, this says that it takes two men at least, of decent size to be able to do this job. I fucking flipped. I threw that fucking chair across their fucking office. I fucking about flipped their fucking desk. Oh, I was so fucking mad. You gonna judge me on my appearance when I got a motherfucker that's been in it almost fucking 50 years sitting right next to me telling you, yo, this dude can install. Right. Shut the fuck up. You're so mean. Yeah, because people try to fuck with me. Yep, I ain't having none of it. It's called zero tolerance. Respect me or else. Fucking big dudes are that way. They get respected. Shit, that's all I want. Treat me like I'm a fucking human, motherfucker. You don't want to be treated like a dog? Don't fucking try and treat me like I'm a dog or I'm nothing, or I'll fucking treat you the same way. I couldn't believe they said that. Oh, I can't help the way God made me. That's the way I am. At least I do well with it. I mean, fuck. Yeah, people that are small like me, because I am, have to fight 3 to 4 times as hard just to prove that they're capable. And then people use that. And everybody thinks it's funny. It's fucking funny. But yeah, I managed to make a business out of going through all that hell. And this is what these women attacked. I was abandoning them. I was doing all this stuff. No, I'm picking up the slack from what you don't want to do. That's what I'm doing. And you got to enjoy a lot of things that I missed. First steps, first words, even though they were daddy and it pissed you off. Haha, karma, like I said. Anyway, I still was there for your pregnancy. I took care of you like you're a fucking queen, even though you acted like a monster. I fucking did anything and everything you needed. I gave you half my fucking money. The only people I didn't was Bethany and Jen because of look at how you fucking acted. If Tiffany would have shown any signs of that, I would have never done that with her either. But I did with her. And yeah, maybe I shouldn't have listened to my mom on that one, even though it sounded right to me. And you're right. Under normal circumstances, I guess that would be the right way to do teamwork. Because, yeah, that is teamwork. But they take it as spoiled and they don't do the right thing. It's not spoiled, jackass. It's called normal. Just because you ain't used to normal don't mean it's spoiling. Spoiling is spoiling. You know, that's somebody that acts like a fucking complete asshole all the fucking time, and you still give them everything they want. Trust me, they didn't get what they wanted when they acted like that. That's when shit started going downhill and getting taken away, and that's why they get mad because now they ain't getting what they want. Just like when you take a freaking video game from a child, or if you take Wi-Fi, or tell them they can't do something when they really want to do it. Sorry, doing my morning stretches, getting ready to go and tackle some work. So, see ya.